Son of a bitch.
Hi all, apologies you can't see my mug right now. For some reason my camera is doing an absolute special case. Hopefully I get it sorted. It seems to be working on there.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Rosa, can you turn the TV down please? I can hear myself, it's gross. It was working the other day, I don't understand. Piece of shit.
Just my ugly mug at the moment.
Yeah, it's just going to have to be your face for a bit, I think, Dan.
Oh, God. Oh, no. I'm not sure I can deal with that pressure, Chud. Pressure of it.
I mean, the only thing I can do is put my little... I don't understand why it's not working, because it's been fine for, like, multiple streams, and now...
Oh, so they can hear you. So, can you hear Chud then,
yeah,
Rosa?
they can hear me.
Just can't see you.
Oh.
What have you done?
Hi all.
Oh, we can see you.
I just
see me.
dominated the screen
no.
a second there.
Oh my God. What a bell end. Fair play. Mind you, I can't say much. I don't have a bloody clue, do I?
Right, so that's going to be interesting now because... so now I'm going to have to delete that. Oh, no, not that one.
No, don't delete yourself. Don't delete it.
Right, this is very unprofessional, but I'm going to have to... Fuck's sake. Every time. They just get beautiful... I haven't changed it or anything. They're just going to... Anyway, right. We might have to just stay on this screen for the rest of the night because none of the others are set up. I'll be right. Christ,
I know, Rosa.
How rude.
That is rude. You, as our number one fan, you're not meant to give a shit.
You wake up next to me and you go, Christ, when you see my face.
What a shit format. Oh, no.
Fuck you, man.
Fuck you, man.
I need to just flip this a minute. Hang on. Trying to remember how to do it.
Chad, this is why we should have done this, 10 minutes ago.
There we go. Right. Cool. Let's go. Fuck it. Okay, yeah. Just before anything happens, there's something I want to say. To those people that aren't familiar with us and know us like the two people that are talking on the chat now, if you're new to us, please follow us on Twitch because that helps us a lot and we want to get affiliated and we're miles away. And check out our YouTube channel because we have a YouTube channel which we put videos on. Dan recently did a Let's Play of Resident Evil, the original. So drop in and then watch that because it was pretty good. And yeah. So yeah, please follow. Bitches, do what you're told now. We want money.
We want money. Oh God, pouring ourselves out.
Yeah, let's solicit ourselves.
Trust me.
I'll do anything.
If I was a woman, I'll be having basically the world's skinniest bikini.
Do you know what? I was bored at work. I was on my lunch break at work, and I was sat there, and I was just scrolling through TikTok, and every live I went on was some woman with massive tits. I was just like, for Christ's sake, this isn't what I want to. It's like people that can't be asked to make money and go to work and get a job. They just put their breasts on the TV or on your phone, and people make to pay money for it. I mean, I don't pay money for it, but
Mate, we should set up OnlyFans. OnlyFans incoming.
I've got nothing that OnlyFans people want to see.
Hey, mate, we got hairy feet. I'm pretty sure there'll be someone who wants a bit of that.
I could show him my hairy
hairy
snail's
nips.
trail. I don't really have a snail's trail anymore. It's more of just a snail's mess.
And sell our bloody stinky underwear.
Yeah, come in from work and sell my socks. There you go.
Socks. Oh God, imagine that. So,
anyway, right. So I suppose the first thing we want to talk about is news topics. If you've got any, there we go. You got some news topic you want to talk about?
I obviously want to say, if everyone knows, we've been chatting about the women's football. So I want to say congratulations to them for obviously winning. something that doesn't happen in football, does it? But I suppose I follow rugby, and obviously we got 2003, and I think the women are going to win the next World Cup of the rugby as well. So that's all good. Just want to say, congratulations.
Yes, women. It's yeah. We spoke about this before, but no, yeah, fair play to them. They actually did really well, and they brought it home. And
they're
they
better
deserve
football than me.
All the fame they can get now.
Oh yeah, they got to milk it. They need to milk the shit out of that.
They should be going around all the men's clubs and going like we're dancing around the outside with the trophy in their hand, just like, yeah, look at this, we actually did it. You didn't.
Yeah. Well, I was reading about it. Apparently, for this tournament, they were really, really struggling with trying to get venues, weren't they?
Were they?
A lot of the clubs didn't want to know. But I suppose problem is, I think what's the average? So I know for like Premier League, like women's Premier League sides, I think average attendance is about 2,000. And some of the bigger clubs, it probably costs a lot more than what would attend. But at the same time, the final was it 87,000 people?
Sold out, wasn't it?
It sold out, wasn't it? Completely sold out. So it's one of those things. If you don't put any money in it, you're not going to get any money back.
Well, hopefully now this gives women's football a little bit of a boost, and maybe some more people that are interested in it will come and actually go watch it now and support them a bit more, because that's what it needs. It needs the injection of people that want to actually engage with it. But yeah, no, fair play to them. Well done.
You can't argue that,
well done. And you're still fit. I mean, no, what?
Still fit.
Yeah. It's a bit like I do watch them playing football, thinking, "Fucking hell, fair play, they're pretty good," and they just piss all over me. They play against me.
I mean, yeah, that's the reason why I tended to play rugby, because I was shite at football.
It was too heavy for football. I was just my legs were too dense. I couldn't run quick enough off the spot. Whereas I was always like good for sticking in scrums because I was hard to move around.
Yeah, no, fair play to him.
Yeah, so I mean that's positive. I want to talk about something a little bit negative. Did you see the like borderline America and China war over Pelosi?
Oh, so Nancy Pelosi's gone to Taiwan, hasn't she?
Popped over just to say hello.
And yeah, popped over to say hello, and China were getting all the tanks out and doing live fire exercises, weren't they?
Yeah, they're basically saying, look, this is what we're going to fucking do to you if you come near us. Well, yeah. And Russia are apparently getting involved now as well.
Well, yeah, so China are basically the reason why Russia still have finances for Ukraine, isn't it, at the moment? Because they're basically buying all their... I play a balls on the regular. Same here, buddy. Same here. Do.
But you can't... Well, I mean, you could televise yours, but...
Yeah.
There you go. There's your OnlyFans. Just stand there, just jiggling with your balls.
Oh, mate. Put a nice little fucking Christmas decorations on it. Brilliant.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, watch this space. I wouldn't be surprised if something happens.
Oh, yeah, I'm not surprised if something will happen.
But you can. I was talking about this to somebody in work, and you can kind of understand where China are coming from. I mean, how far did we go to protect our sovereign states? Like, we went to the Falkland Islands, which are thousands of miles away. So China, they're technically. It's only like there's not that much distance between like China's area and where Taiwan is.
But in Taiwan, a completely different country, though.
Yeah, it is a different country. Yeah.
So, but Falklands wanted to be part of the British Isles, whereas obviously Taiwan don't want to be Chinese. Oh, Chad, you little bitch.
Yeah, but all it is China doesn't care whether Taiwan wants to become Chinese. China just don't want America to get their dirty fingers in there and stuff.
Well, yeah, I think that's probably the big issue, and I agree with that. It's not like China; they just don't want the Americans in there.
Because I watched the woman when she was talking and saying like our bond with Taiwan is stronger than ever, and our ironclad democracy will stay in Taiwan forever. And China's just like, well, no, we don't. We want them to be their own independent country if they're going to be in anything. We don't want them influenced by the West. Influenced? Yeah.
Yeah, but is that not just propaganda? Massive amounts of propaganda.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, let's not forget what the Russians were doing before Ukraine. They said, no, we're not going to invade. We're not going to invade. It's all fine. We're just practicing about 10 miles from the Ukrainian border. And then they invaded.
Yeah. Sorry, I just made it widescreen. Yeah.
Widescreen.
So that was my bit of a segment of news that I thought was... When I first seen it, this one, I was like, for fuck's sake, here we fucking go.
Oh, God, yeah. Do you know what?
Cold War Mark II.
Cold War Mark II. Fuck's sake.
So,
Anyway,
yeah.
I've just seen, apparently, a SpaceX capsule has crash landed. Is SpaceX, is that the one owned by
That's Tesla one, isn't it? Elon
Tesla,
Musk.
isn't it? I haven't heard anything. Has it blown up, has it?
I don't know. I just literally just scroll onto the news. I'm gonna have a look. Yeah, but I mean, he's still testing. They're in testing phase, aren't they? So it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. But imagine if you're in the field and you just see this bit of fucking debris falling on you.
Lands on your cow or something whilst you're in the
Lands
field.
on your bloody cow. Oh,
Well,
yeah,
they give you like 10 grand for the cow, I expect.
Mate, do you remember who used to work with us? What was his name? Jake. And his job when he worked in Australia was going along
laying tracks.
Laying tracks, but also removing all the dead carcasses that the trains have run over, wasn't it?
Oh, is it? Oh, they didn't tell me.
Yeah. Yeah, he said he used to drive around, just obviously because when you're in the middle of Outback, the trains just can't stop.
No.
So if there's cows on the tracks, they literally just plough through them. He said his job was to go there, like say lay tracks down, but also get rid of any of cow parts so they're all over the place.
Well, they have trains in Australia that are like miles long, don't they, and stuff.
Yeah. So you can't just put the brakes on and stop it.
No, you can't stop one of them. Once they're going, that's it.
Oh, so you go,
Get the fucking way.
So yeah, so kangaroos and stuff, he used to just... That's a shite job, isn't it? Imagine that.
He was buff though from it. Oh my Jesus. He was definitely fit from doing that.
Oh god, yeah, you would be, wouldn't you?
But yeah, so movie news. Hang on,
movie news.
Trying to think. I did some actual like
movie news. Well, I will talk. Have you seen? Basically, Warner Brothers have been going around cancelling a load of films.
Oh right, okay.
So they were due to make a Batgirl film, wasn't it?
Right.
So they reckon they've already spent $100 million on it. So what's that? About 80? Well, probably about £75 million.
Yeah.
And they've just scrapped it.
Oh.
Went, nope, fuck that. So they didn't even release it on. Because you'd think, if it was that bad, they'd just release it on.
Like a streaming platform or something.
Like streaming platform they use. But no, they've just completely thrown it under the bus.
Oh dear.
And I think they've also cancelled a few Scooby-Doo projects. I know it's Scooby-Doo, but that's quite big, isn't it? So, just a bit surprised. So, I mean, I think it is what a waste of money. But apparently they could do it as a tax write-off. I don't know how, but they reckon they can get the tax back on it or
Sounds
something.
about right.
Yeah. So I think if they released it, I don't know. I think it goes into different tax brackets. But I think, is this one of the... This could be a possible film in the Snyderverse. And I think Warner Brothers just want to get rid of it. They just want nothing to do with it at all, do they?
Oh, okay. That's a shame. But, yeah. Well, I tell you what, I thought it was a film when I first seen it at first, but it's actually a series. There's 2 series I want to talk about with you, Dan.
Yeah.
The first is a new one with Sylvester Stallone. It's called The Samaritan.
Okay, I've not even heard of this.
So I'll just give you a brief description. So a 13-year-old boy, Sam, clearly suspects that his mysterious and reclusive neighbor, Mr. Smith, is actually a legend hiding in plain sight. 25 years ago, Granite City's superpowered vigilante Samaritan was reported dead after a fiery warehouse battle with his rival nemesis. Most believed he... So it looks like... And I can't work out... I don't think it's like Marvel or DC or anything. I'm not sure. But he's basically like... I know it's not a film, Rosa. It's a series. I just said that. Thank you. It looks like he's like supposed to be like a kind of Superman sort of character.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not sure if he's DC or Marvel or whether he's something completely separate. I'm not too clued up on it. But there was a Comic-Con trailer for it, and I just watched it quickly. But yeah, so I'm interested in that. I suppose Stallone. I know he's quite old now, but
yeah.
I was asking, yes, Rosa, it's a series. You watched it with me a minute ago, if you were paying attention.
Rosa.
It's on Amazon Prime, and it's not out yet, but it will be soon. The other series I want to talk to you about, which is what Dan kept telling me to watch, is The Terminalist.
Oh, yeah.
Terminal List.
Terminal List.
So I'm on...
Yeah.
am I on like episode? Basically, the last. I don't want to ruin anything for anybody who's going to watch it, but this is a spoiler. The last episode I watched, he sneaked into the detective's house.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like, his head's fucked up, and he thinks that the detective is one of the killers, and he doesn't accidentally shoot him, but they start having a scuffle, and he shoots him, and that's the last episode I've just watched.
Yeah.
So I'm just
when he just shouts the name out just before he kills him, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's badass. I love it.
It's definitely like it's got the John Wick sort of vibes. Where he's just like,
do you know what? As soon as I saw that, it is 100% been inspired by John Wick.
Yeah. Do you know what though? I quite like that sort of because I quite liked Reacher.
I've not seen Jack Reacher because that's obviously based on books, wasn't it? And that was the films that Tom Cruise did the films, didn't he?
Yeah, and they criticised him for it because he's too short. Because apparently Jack Reacher is supposed to be like 6'4" or something like that in the actual books.
Okay, I never knew.
And obviously Tom Cruise is like 5'8" or 5'4" or whatever he is.
Oh, little Tom Cruise.
There's like scenes where he stood on a box to do it. So,
oh God!
I thought they were quite good, because I think there's two of them. I think, isn't there? Is there two? Or is there just one?
Is it 2 or 3 films?
I can't remember now. But yeah. Anyway, so it reminds me of those sort of like genres.
Oh, good. Now, I just think so. What I can't think. So is that you're about episode 3 then? Is it, or was it episode 2?
I think it's number 3. Number 3. So
because
he uses his name's gun, doesn't he, to do it?
Pardon?
He uses his friend's gun.
Yeah, because his friend killed himself, isn't it?
Well, supposedly, yeah.
Supposedly. I mean, I've watched it, and I think it's quality.
There's a good twist at the end, is it?
There's twists all the way. Twists all the way. And I just like I said, I said this last time, I just like how it's not, I wouldn't call it a Chris Pratt's traditional sort of role. It's quite serious, isn't it? He doesn't really joke at all.
Yeah, yeah. There's no no. To be honest, all I've seen at the moment, there's no joking. There's a bit like brotherly love sort of things in it, but
yeah.
It's not a typical Chris Pratt sort of Guardians of the Galaxy sort of thing. No. It's actually quite serious, and I think he's obviously done his research because he seems to be quite accurate with terminology and that sort of stuff when it comes to playing a character of a SEAL.
Yeah,
he's a Navy SEAL, isn't he?
Well, I think I follow him on Twitter, and I'm pretty sure he posted like a load of photos of him training with SEALs.
Oh, that's good.
So yeah, he's proper badass. I do like him.
It's funny when you look at him when in the Office, the American Office.
Is he in American Office?
Was it that or was it someone else?
He's in Parks and Recreations, isn't he?
And he's like all fat and quite out of shape and stuff. And then he did his first proper film and people were like, you need to buff up and stuff like this. And then he did Guardians where he actually genuinely had to get buffed up for. And he said he
had to. That's one of the causes, wasn't it? So when Marvel gave him the contract, they said, we need to hire you a personal trainer and you need to get a lot fitter because you don't look like a superhero at the moment.
Just reading Rose's comment. Nice to see an actor you know from a comedy to do something serious. It is. I do like
it is.
I find that maybe people that kind of go that direction tend to do better at serious roles, should I say?
Well, Jim Carrey's tried doing a few serious roles, hasn't he? But
but he's tarnished it, hasn't he? Because of all the films he's done.
Yeah. See, I'm trying to what's it called? The Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind or something. That was quite a serious film, wasn't it? For
I don't think I've watched any of his serious films, to be honest with you.
No, and then didn't he do a scary film? Or try doing like some psychological horror film? And
he did do a horror film, yeah, because I watched it.
Did he?
Is it The Room? Something like that?
Was it something called like that? Was it? Okay. But interesting, very interesting. But no, anyone watching, I recommend the Terminalist with Chris Pratt. I think I've seen the whole series and I thought it was phenomenal. One thing I want to speak about. Have you ever seen the film Roadhouse?
Oh, a long time ago.
Long time ago.
Roadhouse.
Roundhouse. See, that's all I could think of it from Family Guy, wasn't it? Well, classic Patrick Swayze film, but they're doing a remake of it.
Oh.
I know, but the thing is that they got Jake Gyllenhaal is going to be playing bloody Patrick Swayze's character. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that.
See, that's like dancing on someone's grave, I reckon. Once they've passed away, you shouldn't be allowed to do anything with the film. Especially if like they are the reason the film was so successful. Like if they did another Dirty Dancing, I don't think they should be allowed to do another Dirty Dancing because he was the reason it was successful. Apart from she was as well, but I don't think they should be like, well, yeah.
Yeah, no. But apparently in this one, so in the old one, he was just a bit of a hard man bouncer. But apparently he's going to be a former UFC fighter who takes the job as a bouncer at Roundhouse in Florida Keys. Jesus. But soon discovers that not everything is what it seems in the tropical paradise. Well, that's not the film. The whole film was he goes to basically the bar and beats the shit out of everyone because they're knobs. He wants to turn the bar around to somewhere a bit posher. No conspiracy in it at all. Oh, there you go. I've just seen the man who's worked on it. So the guy who's doing it is the guy who made the Bourne Identity, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So he's going to put some bloody twists in there that don't need to be in there. Or is it subvert your expectations? That's what they tend to do now, isn't it? Yeah.
So I just had my assistant bring something into the room, the fan into the room, because it gets very warm in here. My assistant.
Yes. Excellent.
So that's a bit. I don't know if I kind of feel a bit like dirty now. If I need to have a shower.
Yeah, I know, innit? Like, Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. No, it's a weird one, isn't it? That's a weird one.
Yeah. I haven't really seen anything else that was movie related, I don't think.
I know Sylvester Stallone, talking about Sylvester Stallone, he has been... So I didn't realise this, but he sold the rights, or he lost the rights to the Rocky series. And I must admit, I didn't know this. But apparently...
It's not the... It's... Right. Sorry. It's the directors are using Dolph Lundgren's character and his son to make a separate film because he didn't have the rights to Dolph Lundgren's character. Dolph Lundgren did,
doesn't he? I didn't realise that. See, okay.
So they're making it and he's kind of fallen out with the director, and he's a little bit pissed off with Dolph Lundgren.
He is pissed off about that, isn't he? Because
oh well.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, apparently because they didn't tell him about plans for the movie, so they obviously announced it, and he was a bit surprised.
He's minted. He doesn't care. If they give him some royalty towards it.
Well, yeah, that's
if they mention Rocky or anything like that, you can sue him, can't you? So, what would they call him in it? Robbie.
Oh, I don't know. Problem is,
because they'll have to mention Apollo and stuff like that. Well, I mean, it's supposed to be the story of what was his name in the film?
Oh God.
Vladin.
Drago.
Drago, that's it. They're supposed to be telling the story of how Drago became who he was, but we all know how he became who he was. He was a military experiment. Because it shows you in the...
They showed him load of bloody... Yeah, they do the training and they pump him full of bloody steroids, don't they?
What do they call them? What's it called when they do those?
Montage.
That's it. I was thinking of the montage.
Fuck yeah.
Crazy monsters. And there's Stallone training in the back of someone's house with like his bags of sand and.
Oh, that's it, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, because he's obviously poor and got no money.
Montage.
Oh, those films. I might actually watch those films again soon.
Mate, I love the Rocky films. The first one is absolutely first, to be honest, the first two films, I think they wanted to do a 3-hour film, but they decided they didn't. I think money, and then that's why they made it into two, because basically there are two films. One film in two parts.
Yeah, I suppose so, because it's just a rematch, isn't it, against Apollo?
Yeah, against Apollo. Did Adrian
ring the bell? Ding ding.
I didn't hear no bell ring. Johnny, how you say, also, I can't think now. I didn't hear no bell.
Made him what he is now. That did. No one wanted to produce it or anything, so he did it himself. And look at them. Well, he did a porno first to get the money for it, and then he did. He
did do a porno, didn't he?
Because he wasn't called the Stallion in that as well. The Italian Stallion.
Yeah, that's where he gets his nickname from, the Italian Stallion, isn't it?
Yeah. Everybody's seen Stallone's penis.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah. So gaming news now. Okay, so I have something to talk about.
Oh, go on then.
Hang on, let me just get my...
Oh, get comfortable.
Get my ring out.
No, don't get your ring out, Chad.
Have you seen... It's kind of big, but not really that big. I mean, yeah, I suppose. You've seen that the PlayStation 5 are bringing out a new controller?
Oh, no, I've not seen that.
So the DualSense controller for PS5 could be getting an upgrade using non-Newtonian fluids to create hydraulic resistance in the analog sticks.
Seems a bit excessive.
If there's one thing almost everyone can agree on with the PlayStation 5 is that the DualSense controller is excellent and great improvement on the DualShock. There's always room for improvement now, and the new patent gives a hint at how Sony may be planning to upgrade future versions.
Oh, so is this only a patent that's been made?
They've just so they basically said you can't do this, and we're probably not going to do it, but we own it, so fuck off.
We own it. Yeah.
Yeah, it says as a patent, there's no guarantee it will be used, but the idea of adding force feedback to the sticks themselves when you push them down sounds like a great idea. I don't think they'll do it just because it's the joysticks. As you know, are wear and tear.
Oh god, yeah.
You have to replace them, or you have to buy a new controller, and most people are smart enough to replace them. But yeah, they'll just wear down, and that's just adding an element to the wear and tear side of it.
What's it going to make? Well, how much are controllers at the moment? 45 quid?
I'm not sure how much the PlayStation 1 is.
Probably more.
About 50, 60
so
quid,
if they're going to put bloody hydraulics in it, the bloody and controllers are going to be like 100 quid.
Yeah. It'd be like buying a professional controller.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it will.
But it's not. It's just a basic one. When you could just go out and get a professional controller, which is, yeah. Anyway, so that was my story. That was my gaming story. Because it's been fairly quiet. Have you seen, that Stray Cat game that came out?
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that people have been modding it already?
I've seen people been modding it, putting Spyro and God knows what else in, haven't they?
What's his name from Grand Theft Auto?
Which character? Which
San
one?
Andreas, the black guy you play as San Andreas.
I'm not sure what his name is, but I know the character.
So you can play him as the cat.
As the cat.
It looks ridiculous, but fair play. I mean, I love what modders do sometimes. Sometimes they just make a game really funny.
Oh, but, they go mental, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah, apparently it's been like people are modding it and putting some crazy things in the world and stuff. But yeah, that's the other news of gaming news. Apart from that,
it's big. Well, summer in it. They're all on their bloody holidays at the moment.
Yeah, it's pretty quiet, isn't it?
I have seen rumours that they reckon the price of the PlayStation 5 is going to go up.
Oh,
was it by something ridiculous like $100?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that'll probably happen across the board eventually because the Steam Deck's going up in price, isn't it?
Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't realise that.
But I think it's only like a $40 or $50 increase or something. But oh well, it is what it is.
It's because
I might get one day.
With this, well, yeah, you're never going to get one. Just
I'll get one when this PS6 is out.
When the PS6 is out. Well, I think it's because they got a problem with the semiconductive chips. They're having problems with the chips.
What, getting them?
Getting them.
Yeah, it's because it's coming from China. That's why.
Coming from China, well, yeah, China, and apparently what's happening, and it does make sense, is the chips that they are producing. They're putting them in medical, obviously because there is a genuine shortage. They're putting it in medical equipment.
Oh.
Rather than going to like.
It's more important.
It's more important. It does make sense, but it's like.
Your camera's moved down, and all we can kind of see is just your. Oh no, it's just you moving forward. You've been lazy.
No, me lazy. Yeah, I'll twist the camera like that. Sorry, I was just. Oh God, sorry, I got a bit of a cold.
You need to go and have a shave, you hairy beast.
Oh, I do need a shave. But, you little slags. Slags.
So yeah, I haven't really got anything else to talk about. I think.
No, be honest, it's dry, isn't it? It's dry at the moment.
Yeah.
I know. Sony were scared about. They put. Well, it's not obviously because Microsoft are buying Activision Blizzard, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Sony. I'm not sure if they've released a statement, but it's come out that obviously Sony are worried that they're going to lose players to obviously because COD. You don't pay however much for a company to have the biggest franchise in the world not go exclusive to your console, do you?
Yeah, but I suppose at the same time they're going to lose a massive portion of the market, though, aren't they?
What? Who? Sony or
Activision? If they purely go Xbox, you've got.
Well, it'll be Xbox PC, won't it?
Yeah.
Xbox PC, and I don't know how big the PlayStation side is. I mean, it's obviously going to be big, isn't it? But are they willing to take the hit?
Is this what it's come to now? Is it? It's just consoles just buying out developers. Excuse me, I'm belching.
Yeah. Apparently it's because they're worried about companies like Amazon. So obviously Amazon got a games division, haven't they?
Yeah.
So what's happening is obviously because Microsoft and Sony obviously and Nintendo are like the big dogs, but they obviously Amazon are massive company. They don't want Amazon go around basically buying all the developers and knocking them off the top spots. That's why they reckon Sony and Xbox are buying so many developers. So basically Amazon won't. Or even wasn't there rumors that iPhones Apple were making a gaming division?
Yeah, well, they're supposed to be. I think it's quite old, but they were on about making a console, weren't they? But I don't know if they still are. That was a while ago.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was a while ago, wasn't it? So it does surprise me.
I suppose that leads us on to the next subject a little bit. Talking about consoles and stuff. The next subject, the subject of the day, which is, what did we say it was? War. How does war influence games?
Oh yes. So I think how wars influence games, or we could talk about when is it acceptable to make a war, such as say World War II, into a video game.
Yeah.
So admittedly I don't know. Because it's hard, isn't it? Because do you remember they were doing a game based on Fallujah, weren't they?
Oh, were they?
Which is based in the Iraq War, and obviously there's massive controversy over it. Oh, Chad!
Sorry,
glug that water. Glug it.
I don't know. I think the only problem with making a war game is that it will always offend somebody.
Well, yeah.
Whether it's World War II, Vietnam, Korean, or even if they made one about the fucking Falcon Isles or something, there will always be someone to offend.
Yeah.
I think because if you think of all the games that COD brought out, which is fucking hundreds.
Yeah.
I think every war has basically been in them at some point, or modern sort of war.
Well, they tend to use the Chinese or the Russians, don't they? Or obviously Nazis.
Yeah.
They're always the ones that are always the enemy, the baddies, aren't they?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Or they do some weird. They make a country up, don't they? More often than not, now they make some random country up, and I'm gonna fart. Ooh, nice.
Oh, dirty bastard.
Dirty little shit.
But I don't know, because when I think of war games, the first war game I can remember is Medal of Honor. Yeah. Is it Frontline?
No, it was just called Medal of Honor, wasn't it? On the PS1.
And that was obviously about Nazi Germany. It was about because it was that one, and then the second one you started off on the beaches of Normandy.
Was that Frontline?
That was Frontline.
So that was the one on PS2, wasn't it? So I think didn't they release 2 games on the PS1? Medal of Honor 1 and 2. Then they did Frontline. Was it Frontline? And then did they do Rising Sun?
Yeah. And then it became Call of Duty Medal of Honor, didn't it?
Essentially, yeah. Because then they had a bit of a hiatus, didn't they? And then they released 2. I think it was 2 games on the PlayStation and Xbox, wasn't it? It was like Medal of Honor Warfighter or something, and they're a bit shite. But again, that was based with the Americans fighting the Taliban, wasn't it?
Do you know what I did enjoy? And I think it came out on PlayStation 3. Is the Medal of Honor, the like sort of relaunch try they did, because that had online. I think the latest, basically the latest Medal of Honor, because they haven't done one since. But I thought that was actually a decent game. But I don't think it got enough. It was in a niche where it was just like Call of Duty was blowing everything out of proportion, and then the Band of Brothers, Battlefield was obviously doing really well as well. So it was kind of wrong time sort of thing.
Yeah,
I got a feeling they got bought out anyway. Because who used to own Medal of Honor? Was it Activision?
EA. No, EA.
Medal.
Yeah, so it was EA used to do it. So I remember playing the multiplayer. The only problem is it came out at a time when it seemed like everything was doing a modern military shooter.
Yeah.
And it kind of just, I don't know, it just died flat, didn't it? It didn't particularly go anywhere.
There we go. I just found the full. So you had the original was Medal of Honor. Oh, hang on. Games, right? So the original was called Medal of Honor. It was DreamWorks Interactive.
DreamWorks,
you remember the
that's it.
The little guy on the moon. And then Medal of Honor Underground, which was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Because that was the one where you went into Paris and you went into the catacombs.
That's it, yes.
Then Allied Assault, which was Windows only.
Allied Assault, yeah, okay.
And then the next one was Frontline, which was on PS2 and PS3 Xbox.
Was it on PS3, was it?
Apparently it was on PS3.
Did not know that.
Then the next console one was Rising Sun, which was on PS2.
Yeah.
So they must have done a
remake or something.
Yeah. And then European Assault, which was on PlayStation 2 and Xbox.
Okay.
They did a PSP version, and then a PS2 Vanguard, PS3 Airborne, Windows and Xbox.
Oh, yes.
And then they relaunched, and it was EA Danger Close, EA Digital Illusions. Then they did Medal of Honor, and then Medal of Warfighter, and then Medal of Honor Above and Beyond.
Okay.
But that was back in, that was coming out in 2020. 2012 was the last console game they did.
Yeah, 21. Because didn't they did release a VR game recently, didn't they?
How did they?
Yeah. Again, I'm not sure how it was, if it was any good or not.
But no, I enjoyed it. But to answer your question, I don't think there is a time, like a good time or a bad time. I think it's purely down to the market, I guess. What people were crying for. I mean, the problem with games is that when you say, okay, today we're going to start making a game about World War II. Yeah. And then 6 years later, when you're ready to bring it out, people are like, we don't really care about World War II anymore.
Don't really care.
We want to talk about something else. We want to do Modern Warfare or whatever. I think that's why, because obviously Call of Duty used to bring one, was it 2 out a year or 1 out a year? I can't remember what it was.
It was every year, isn't it? It's still every year now.
I thought they've stopped that for the next one. I thought they're having a 2-year gap.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, because they've kind of gone, okay, we've kind of worn this one out a little bit. We're going to take a break and develop a completely new game. I imagine they're using a new engine or something. I would have thought next gen sort of.
It has to be respectful. That's true, Rosa. It does have to be respectful, doesn't it? So, this, like I said, this is the problem with say if you set. I mean, there probably will be games in the future that are set in modern war zones, like I said, in Iraq and Afghanistan. How do you make it respectful without trivializing I suppose, trivializing war.
I suppose it's just being historically correct, I guess. It's probably the best way to do it.
But then I suppose is it better to just obviously use like modern guns or whatever, but
Fantasize.
not fantasize or glorify it. Because like you said, if you take on, say, an American viewpoint, you're going to piss everyone off. But then if you take on whatever protagonist they use, you're going to piss everyone else off. So it's a bit of a lose-lose.
Which is why I've always preferred playing games like Resistance, Full of Man, and stuff like that.
Yes.
Because it's war-based, but they're like alien invaders and stuff.
Alien invaders. Yeah.
Because you can't upset anybody because they're fucking aliens. So.
Yeah. Or games like Wolfenstein, where.
Oh, I love fucking Wolfenstein.
So I need to play the new. I haven't played the new ones.
No, I haven't either.
But
no, I have. I tried it. I started it, but sorry.
Obviously, in Wolfenstein, in that story, the Allies lose the war, don't they?
Yeah.
And then obviously you got to fight. Obviously, all the Nazis. Do they go into? They actually take over America, don't they? If I remember right, and everything.
Wolfenstein, New Order. Is it New Order?
New Order,
that's like
yeah.
The second or third one they brought out, the newer ones. Yeah. Basically, in the end of the first one, you go to what's the place where the first game was made and based on? It's like Death's Hand.
Okay.
It's his like castle.
Oh yeah.
So the first one's about the castle, and you're in there, and you're obviously trying to. You get shot in the head, and then in the second one, you wake up and you're in the mental place because you got no stuff. But like they say, yeah, we lost the war, blah blah blah, and it's good because if you play them, they like as they go along, they technologically advance every time.
Yeah.
So in the very first one that you play, they have robots, but the robots are attached to like a cord that goes up to like a main computer, and in the next one you play, the robots have a human brain in them.
Oh, that's cool.
And then the next one is just computer controlled, and they're really good. I love them because they're just like crazy. Just they're like a real how can I say it? They remind me of Doom so much because there's that sort of genre, but obviously Doom is just all about fucking blowing shit up and cutting stuff in half and that. Whereas Wolfenstein's trying to tell like a kind of comedy-esque America's Great Story.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you're Blazkowicz, aren't you? You're playing as Blazkowicz, and he's just like completely American, as American as you can get. He's like, we're not losing this war, baby. It's like crazy. Like this, one of the games, he gets his head cut off, and they capture it, put it in a beaker, and then plant it onto like a. I don't know what you call it, like a fucking hell, like a robot sort of body, but it's half.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, it's mental. And you like, you kill his dad. There's like one scene where you go back to his house, which is completely random, but you go back to his house in the middle of America. Because when obviously you're trying to take America back.
Yeah.
And there's like one bit of the game where you go to his old house, and in the corner is his dad with a shotgun, and he just fucks him up, and then and the villains in it are really. I can talk about it, but I love Wolfenstein, but the villains in it are really good as well. They're really really well played and thought out. But yeah, anyway, right, I'll stop talking about Wolfenstein. Sorry.
No, he's talking about Wolfenstein, isn't it? You like them.
I do.
So yes, I say a film which is inspired by World War II. But then, I don't know. I must admit, when I did play Medal of Honor Frontline, and actually, I say running at the beaches of Omaha, but it is dead cool when they do it right.
Yeah.
Like, you do get that. Like I said to you, well, obviously I've been playing Battlefield 1 recently, haven't I? Because we spoke about it a few episodes ago. Mate, there's some servers, I absolutely love it. Now, obviously you can do, like, custom rules.
Yeah.
And some of the servers I've been playing on, they've been playing with everyone with just rifles.
Right.
Mate,
well, like one-shot kills and stuff like that.
Like basically one-shot kills, and it's actually really, really fun. And obviously then you have other servers where you might have like pistols only or whatnot, but I love the servers where it's literally just one shot sort of snipers, like rifles and stuff like that. It actually feels like World War One.
I did like Battlefield 1. I thought it was really good. It looks fantastic. Even now it looks fantastic. I mean, you see people play it on like PC with their like 360, 3060 or whatever it is, and they're just fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like is that the guns weren't as customizable as normal, but
I mean, it's World War One, isn't it? You can't argue that, can you? But do you ever watch someone called Jack Fraggs?
No.
No. So he's done pretty much what you said. He's put on like max graphics, but took all the HUD off. Mate, it's such a good looking game.
It did pop up on my YouTube actually, Jack Fraggs.
Yeah. It's still a good looking game.
Ultra immersion video. Yeah, look at that.
That's it. It's ultra immersion video.
It's just the details. Why did they fuck up 2042?
Well, apparently they had an update. It's meant to be good now, isn't it? Or getting better.
Yeah, they've there was that was some news I seen today saying that they've revamped some maps and they've rejiggered the customization and stuff like that. But just look at it. Sorry, just look at it. Look how you can't really see it. It's not focusing. Focus. But look how realistic it looks. And then you see 2042, which is. Hang on, let's find some shit. 2042.
Hey, just share the video. Just share it.
I can't. I'm not on Teams, am I?
Are you not on Teams? Oh, you're not on Teams.
You're on Teams. This is me, my face on my camera.
Let me see if I can do it then. Let me get it up then. Let's have a look.
See if you can find a 2042 comparison to Battlefield 1. Like half and half.
Half and half.
I'm sure
we'll have a look.
done it. And like how terrible and backwards and shite it is.
Just the fucking...
I even paid for like a platinum version as well. I can't really fucking believe that.
Did you? You got really burned then. Oi, shut up, you. I mean, I'm just going to play this first video because I think it does, like you say, it looks absolutely insane, doesn't it?
Is the sound going to work there?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Right, pause that. Well, actually, I'll play... Can you hear the advert playing or not?
No.
No. What I'm going to do, I'm going to share it. Input computer sounds. Here we go. So, input... That one.
Get into your flow.
So can you see it?
Yeah.
So I'm going to full screen it. It's just such a good looking game. Sorry, adverts.
You not got YouTube Prime?
No, God no.
The Gillette Labs range.
Oh God, sorry. I should have let the adverts play.
Today we're going full immersion mode on a Battlefield.
But just look how good.
Yeah.
That is such a good looking game. Absolutely, I don't know, it just baffles me.
Is he playing this on PC or is this
yeah, so this
console?
is PC on obviously
max
ultimate
graphics.
max settings, max everything, but I didn't realize you could take the HUD off and it just looks so good. And I mean, like I said, I've not played 2042. Oh mate,
it's good, isn't it?
Play it now. It's making me want to play it now. Wait, we'll stop that.
See if you
can, so good.
See if you can find like a 2042 and Battlefield 1 comparison.
I'll see what I can find. Have we gone back to normal screen?
Yeah, you're back to normal.
Yeah, normal.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose like Rosa said, you have to keep it in good taste, really, don't you? If you do a game, it's like with films, really. I suppose with films you have to. I think with films more so, you have to be as not delicate, but I suppose delicate with the story and making sure that you get the facts correct. Because I hate it when they do a war film, but it's like it's wrong.
Okay.
So I said it wrong because Fury is a fucking cracking war film.
I was just about to bring up Fury, as I say,
it's completely made up.
yeah, and I mean, Saving Private Ryan is made up, isn't it?
But I think the good thing about those films is that they were accurate to like the weapons, the outfits, and the tanks, and everything that happened in that scenario was accurate. Like the snipers and all that sort of thing, the guns that you used, and the positions they were in, and the places they went were all correct. It's just the story that wasn't. The story
was original, but in like a real universe.
Yeah.
No. Mate, talking about Fury, that is a badass film. Do you know what the part that always gets me is when they got that tank column and he sees the kid, and he doesn't shoot the kid, and it blows up one of the tanks. And it's like, just afterwards, and the guy goes, "Oh, he's just a kid," and then Brad Pitt's like, "Well, this is what a fucking kid can do." Oh, mate, he's so good in that film.
Which was that? I'm trying to remember.
Remember when they're going? Oh, they're trying to reinforce some position, aren't they? And like the little kiddies, there's like a German ambush.
Yeah.
Just before they get to that
that
village
kid comes
where
out of the bush, doesn't he, with a rocket, with a
Panzerfaust, isn't it? Yeah.
And just fucks up a tank.
I just love Brad Pitt's just like, this is what a fucking kid can do.
Yes, one about Fury, Rosa.
You're on about Fury. Absolutely on about Fury.
See, my favourite scene is just like, I'm trying to think, is it the end scene?
What scene at the end of Fury?
It's when he's underneath the tank and the German looks under there and sees him under there.
Yeah.
But doesn't kill him or anything, doesn't report it, just leaves him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's just like, yeah. Even though the music for that film, I might actually. Am I alone this weekend? If I'm alone this weekend, I might sit naked on the sofa and watch it. And just laughing myself up like, yes. Tweak my nipples.
Here you go, buddy. So I think I found a direct comparison. We'll compare it.
Let's see this terrible fucking abortion.
Let me see. Can we direct comparison?
So I heard with Battlefield 2042, originally it wasn't supposed to be Battlefield. They were making a what's it fucking called?
Oh, I don't know. What is it called?
Royal Rumble. It was going to be a Battle Royale game to compete with Fortnite.
Okay.
But then they decided, actually, no, we'll just turn this into Battlefield.
Oh, I didn't know that, see. Right, I'll share it now. Yeah, I'll put this. Do we want sound on? Yeah, I can always mute it, can't I?
Yeah, if there's music on anything, just mute it.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're going to have to watch a shitty trailer.
No, we won't have to. I don't think we'll have to watch any adverts. Hopefully not. Is it playing? So this is just the stills. Oh, he's done it from stills.
And the few reflective surfaces that are still visible.
Oh, I know this guy.
Very dithered appearance.
Is it?
Yeah.
As if the screen space reflections use.
So I must admit, I don't know who this is. I can't give you credit.
A bit closer though. There's a few.
I'm just going to pause that there. I mean, you can see there. So this is from a game. That's Battlefield 5. So even Battlefield 5.
Then that's older again.
And then
Battlefield 5 is what?
Does he not compare Battlefield 1? Or is he comparing it to 5? So he's comparing it to 5, but even then, it just looks so much more better. And it's an older game. Now I'm assuming it's still the Frostbite engine.
I'm just trying to see when it came out. 2018.
Yeah.
So this is a 5-year-old game.
Okay. It just looks better.
Yeah. It's just, they just cheaped out on it, didn't they? That's what it looks like. Look at that. See, I didn't really like Battlefield 5. I thought Battlefield 1 was better.
Battlefield 1 was the best one.
The end result is a much less impressive image overall.
It just looks too clean, doesn't it?
So weapons like
too clean, too...
Not enough detail.
Not enough detail. Right, I'll pause that then. I'll stop sharing that.
Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, that answers that.
Yeah, like, just... I need to get into another shooter, I reckon. Something...
Why don't you get the new Sniper Elite?
Oh, I could do. Is it number 5?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I've not played that since maybe after I complete Resident Evil, which I thought I was going to do last night. Completely failed on that.
You could play Sniper Elite and just do a mission every time.
Just do a mission every time, and maybe play Sniper Elite.
Could do.
See how I get on. But I want to play like a story, or is that or Halo? Because I fucking love Halo.
Could do, because I've never seen Halo's story, so.
Mate, I can't. It's the music. Trust me, Halo has the most incredible music in a video game.
See, I'm thinking about taking it out a little bit God of War after Last of Us.
Oh, you can play a bit of God of War. What is you going to play the new one? Right, not a new one. The God of War 4.
Yeah,
Technically,
technically God of War 4, but they call it God of War Nordic. Because you haven't seen that, have you?
No, I've not seen it.
Yeah,
so that will be pretty cool, I reckon.
You watch me get my ass handed to me.
Oh God.
Put it on extreme mode or something stupid like that. Right. So anyway, moving on. I do have a little story to tell you.
Oh, excellent.
So I know that we both like to come up with some like crazy ass subject or something that's just ridiculous that we found, and then mine was wabbing, which has actually hit off really well on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Right. So this is a story. This is a horrifying letter from his son. A father passing by his son's bedroom was astonished to see the bed was nicely made and everything was picked up. Then he saw an envelope popped up prominently on his pillow. I'm terrible at reading, so don't. It was addressed "Dad" with the worst pronunciation. Yeah. Anyway, he opened the envelope and read the letter with trembling hands. Dear Dad, it is with great regret and sorrow that I am writing to you. I had to elope with my new girlfriend because I wanted to avoid the scene with Mum and you. I've been finding real passion with Stacy, as she is so nice, but I knew you would not approve of her because of her piercings, tattoos, tight motorcycle clothes, and because she is so much older than me. But it's not only the passion, Dad. She's pregnant. Stacy said that we will be very happy. She owns a trailer in the woods and has a stack of firewood for the whole winter.
Yeah.
We share a dream of having many more children. Stacy has opened my eyes to the fact that marijuana doesn't really hurt anyone. We'll be growing it for ourselves and trading it with the other people in the commune for all the cocaine and ecstasy. We want. In the meantime, we'll pray that science finds a cure for AIDS so that Stacy can get better. She sure deserves it. Don't worry, Dad. I'm 15 and I know how to take care of myself. Someday, I'm sure we'll be back to visit so you can get to know your many grandchildren. Love, your son, Joshua. P.S. Now this is Dad. None of this above is true. I'm over at Jason's house. I just wanted to remind you that there are worse things in life than school reports on the kitchen table. Call me when it's safe for me to come home. See, seeing that, and I was just like, damn, I wish I was that fucking clever when I was younger.
Mate, my mum, honest to God, only went to one of my school reports. It was that bad, she never went again. I remember she took me home, she sat me down and said, Dan, I'm so angry. I'm so close to obviously smacking you, but I never want to go again, just so I don't have to listen how bad you are.
Oh, God. I remember my last parents' evening my parents went to, and it was at this school where I am now, Seven Beach Primary School. So I don't know if anyone's listening knows the school or anything. There used to be a library downstairs, and my class used to be upstairs and like on the right hand side. So the teacher said, you stay here in the library. Me and your parents were going to have a chat. I was like, oh, okay, fine. They're gone for maybe 45 minutes to an hour. Come back down, and my parents are just, the face, when your parents are fucking pissed.
The face.
So they're just looking at me, just like absolutely pissed. And Mrs. Jones comes up to me, and she just puts these pieces of paper down in front of me. And she goes, Craig, can you just have a look at these pieces of paper? So I start going through them, and it's all. We used to have to like, when we were naughty, we had point systems, and if you had 3 points, you had to do a letter of, write a thing that says what you've done and what you should do, and blah blah blah, and then you sign it, and then the teacher signs it. And naughty sheets, I think they were called.
Okay.
So because I was a little shit, I had quite a few. But what I thought I was clever enough to do was when because you had to take these home and show them to your parents and get your parents to sign it and then bring it back.
Yeah.
So what I thought I was clever enough to do was when I got into the minibus to go home, which was just me and some driver because we used to go to Austin, pick up some kids there and take them home.
Yeah.
I thought I'd chuck it out the window. So I've been doing this for months. I've been chucking them out.
God, yeah.
And the only problem is some fucking teacher was picking them up, wasn't they?
No!
So in front of me was a wad about that thick of all these naughty sheets my parents haven't seen that have been chucking out the window that they've been collecting for parents' evening.
No.
So my parents, they went, oh. I think my mum just kind of went, I don't want to talk to you. And that was the drive home. I was grounded for, I think I was grounded for at least a month.
Oh, wow.
At least. And I just remember, like, when I realised, when the realisation kicked in, my ass just went boom. And I was like, I am fucking dead. Because my mum was ruthless when I was younger.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, so I lost my TV. I lost the PlayStation. I was grounded for a month with nothing to do in the bedroom. Because I was grounded to the bedroom. So I couldn't even sit downstairs and watch TV. I came downstairs to have my dinner and that was it.
Yeah.
So I sat in a room for a month. And and they said we're not doing the parents' evening anymore because it's just too embarrassing. I was like, okay, fair enough. And, that's another reason why I don't want kids, because they'll just be just as fucking bad as I am.
Karma. You are literally going to get bummed if you have kids.
If I get kids, I'll just have.
You're going to get raped. They are going to be so naughty.
Fucking naughty sheets. It was a fight. There was a 5 warning system, so it's 1, 2, and 3. When you got to your third, it was a letter of concern. So you had to take that home to your parents. And then 4 was you went to the headmistress's office, and 5 was you went to the headmistress's office and phoned your parents.
Okay.
To tell them to come and get you. Obviously, the only person back then that could drive was my dad, and he was at work, so he'd have to leave work to come and get me. I only had it a couple of times. I remember one time I went for 5 warnings was when I told the teacher to fuck off. In her face. I can't remember what she did. She was being horrible to me. I think it was something to do with we're on a lunch break or something, and I wouldn't eat my sandwich. And she said, if you don't eat your sandwich, then you won't. She said something really sarky, and I just went, "Oh, fuck off," like that.
Oh God, I can imagine that as well.
I blame my mother.
You went mental.
I blame my mother. She used to swear at me when I was a kid.
Oh, mate, you naughty little shit. I feel sorry for because. Do you
Rosa, sorry.
Do you have an older brother and a younger sister? Older sister.
Yeah, older brother and sister. Why can't you be like your sister? Oh, if only you were as good as your brother was. Fuck off. I think that's why I resisted so much, because they always said your sister was. I remember. That's another story now. I remember in Marwood, right, in year 7. We went. You remember the old history rooms? It was like 2 rooms in a box, I think.
It wasn't it? On a portal cabin thing, wasn't it? Yeah.
I was sat in there, and we had a supply teacher teaching us history, and I was being a cheeky shit because I was a knob anyway. But she comes over and she stands behind me and she clouts me around the back of the head.
Really?
And I just stand up. I remember standing up and going, "You just fucking hit me. You just fucking hit me. I'm gonna fucking sue you." Blah blah blah. And she goes, "It's okay. I know your brother. It's fine." And I told my mum, and she just went, "You probably deserved it." So I was like, "Fucking it."
Mind you, if you were in that situation, would you have done the same thing?
Yeah. Oh no. I
if you were the teacher, you were like,
I could not. I'd probably drown students by the fucking minute. You'd be in science class and one of them would be talking and throw like a spatula or something. I couldn't do it. Yeah, I've got to have patience, but especially people like me, fucking arse. I kind of leveled off as I got older. I kind of calmed down a bit. But when you're younger, you're just too busy trying to prove yourself and
true.
Trying to be cool.
I will say, now I'm not sure if you did this, but say sometimes if I had enough of lessons, I would play up and get sent to R5. Mate, I used to love R5.
Did you?
Anyone who doesn't know, basically what R5 was, it was the naughty boy room, wasn't it, really? But they had dead comfortable chairs. There was obviously hardly anyone there, and you didn't have to do your schoolwork. So, mate, if I ever had enough a lesson, like, say if it was like a French lesson, I thought, I can't be fucked with this today. Mate, I used to play up, get sent to R5, and then just relax.
I remember I was so bad, I had my own table and chair outside in the hallway.
Really?
Because there was just they just couldn't teach me in the class. They're just like, you might as well just sit outside. Okay, sat outside, swinging on the chair, making silly noises. If only I fucking concentrated, I probably would have been a better job. But fuck it, I wouldn't. Right. I don't regret it.
No.
Do you remember a teacher called Mrs. Chivers, a maths teacher?
Yeah.
So she had a heart attack the week after we all left.
No.
And she, like, everyone was saying, it's probably because of me. Because I used to have her as a maths teacher, and every lesson she'd send me out of the classroom or to R5. So it's just. But I remember, because where our class was, I used to go to R5, but I'd walk out the door and then walk back towards the classroom window, and there's a pillar in the way, so she couldn't see you, and I'd just sit by the window, talking to my mate through the window.
I used to like that. Go smoking in the bike sheds.
In the bike sheds by the gate.
By the bloody gate, yeah. And then who was the bloody, I can't remember her name now, the bloody deputy head. Or there was a teacher by the bloody gate, wasn't there? So stop people going in and out at lunchtime.
Oh, wasn't yeah. That was the RE teacher, wasn't it?
Yeah, what was her name? I can't remember what her name was.
Bollocks. I actually did RE as a subject as well, which was a fucking massive mistake. It's only because I fancied a girl.
Oh, mate, I did that with drama.
Things you do for...
Things you do. Mate, the worst thing is, though, I remember... What was his name? Mr. Hale, the PE teacher. So when he found out, he went up to me, he goes, Dan, are you seriously doing drama instead of PE? And I was like, yeah. I remember actually saying this. He went, you're a dickhead.
Was Mr. Hale the younger one?
He was the younger one. Apparently he's passed away now or something, I heard.
Is he?
I'm not sure how true that is. Yeah, so Mr. Hale was the younger one. He went, Dan, you're a dickhead. You should be doing sports.
Yeah, he was quite... I remember he was quite open how he talked to you, yeah. Because when we got... I can't remember what it was. For some reason, we got a load of tickets to go and watch Bristol Rovers. And I said, I'm interested in going. And he went... He was just like, I'll take you, but if you fuck around, I'm going to send you home. So yeah, we went to go and watch Bristol Rovers. I think that was when I was trying to get into the rugby team, but I never did. Do you know what? I was the best in my year at javelin and discus, and I asked to go and do because they used to do inter-school ones, didn't they?
You used to do inter-school ones, yeah.
And I said, I'm really good. Can I go and do the inter-school ones? And they said, no, we can't trust you. But I was like, because I remember the second best. I think it was Jevin. That was Jevin Laxton.
Oh yeah.
He was the second. I think he was the second best. He was pretty beefy. I know I beat him at javelin by like 20 meters or something, or 10 meters or something, and I was beating him at discus as well. Shot put I couldn't do. I fucking hated shot put. But yeah, I remember beating him, but they were just like, no, we're taking Jevin.
They don't trust you.
They didn't trust
See,
me,
I did that for triple jump, but mind you, at the time I was about 2 foot taller than everyone else.
You had the Purdy genes.
Yeah, the Purdy genes. So no wonder I was bloody best in my year to about year 10, 11, when everyone just started like catching up. Ooh, get out.
Oh, those are the days. We should talk about school.
School. Naughty school. Oh, God.
Subject.
Mate, subject. I feel like talking about school. So obviously at the moment we've got students, and I mentioned the VHS, and it's when they go, oh, what's a VHS? Oh, I felt so old. And it's like, oh, when were you born? They were like, oh, I was born in 2002. Oh my God. 2002.
It's so depressing, isn't it?
Mate, it is.
There's people out there now that are working, who were born when I just left secondary school.
Oh God, yeah.
Because obviously I left in 2005, 4 or 5. Hang on, I started in 99. 2001, 2, 3. Was it 5 years in secondary school?
Yeah, 5 years, isn't it?
2004 I left then.
Yeah, because I was 2000, 2005.
So there's people. So how old are people that are born in 2005?
There'd be 17.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, mate, that's scary.
Imagine being born in 2022. Yeah, fucking.
Oh God, mate. Oh, this is. Yeah. Oh man.
But yeah,
I'm feeling old.
That was the subject we should have done last time. Well, no, we haven't done it yet. We age subject.
Well, we kind of just we can always chat again about. Oh.
But yeah, it's depressing, isn't it? Fucking hell! Let's get off that subject now before I start looking for grey hairs again.
It's alright, mate. It's when you got grey hairs in your pubes.
I started in Wix in 2008. I think it was.
I know I was at Wix for 10. Was it 10 years? So when did I leave? When did I join? 2007. I joined, I think.
You saw me that shit box. With that fucking Focus Escort.
Oh, the Escort.
With the fucking wires shown on the tires.
I believe. Yeah. It was so dodgy. You used to rag the shit out of it.
It would go for fucking miles on fuel. It was great for fuel, but it was I got caught. That's the only car I've been done for speeding in. That's not true. Sorry.
Really?
But yeah, of all the cars I've had, that is the only car. I mean, I think I remember that car used to struggle to do 70. Because it only had 4 gears.
That's it.
And I was going down the road, St Andrews Road in Avonmouth. The really long straight.
Yeah.
And there was a fucking speed camera sat on the side, and I was doing 60 and a 40.
Oh, no.
I was ragging the bollocks out of that car. Great car that was. So I had to rear it off in the end because it's falling apart.
Well, yeah, no wonder.
And the tyres on it, when you sold it to me, I had fucking metal showing through them. Because when I took it to the guy to say, can I get some new tyres? He took them out and said, you just bought this car? And I went, yeah, I bought it from a friend. He said, well, fucking hell, some friend he is.
Did I? But mind you, was it 50 quid?
50 quid, yeah, it was fucking nothing.
50 quid, fucking hell.
You couldn't buy a car for 50 quid now. You couldn't buy a car that runs properly for 50 quid now.
No.
Because it did run properly, it was a good car. Old Ezzy.
Anyway, Chud, are we going to wrap this up now?
Yeah, we should wrap it up. Right. Thank you, everybody, for watching today.
Yeah, thank you. Obviously, remember to like, subscribe, follow.
Like and follow. There's the follow things there. I think it's somewhere. I can't remember where it is. Yeah, please follow because it helps us out a lot. And then tomorrow will be my Let's Play for number 3 of The Last of Us.
Oh, yeah, brilliant. Excellent. Well, thank you, everyone.
Bye, guys.